Welcome back. Remember me? Taryn, abstract artist.
Hello, and I'm Sieglinde. Welcome to an episode of Art Sparks on location. Today we are at the Alameda Artworks, and let me tell you a little bit about this building. So this used to be a San Jose municipal building used for conferences, meetings, expositions, and it went through a bunch of transformations, at one point even being a dance hall, a ballroom, and I think most San Jose residents will remember it as a roller rink, because look at this beautiful wooden floor and imagine how skateboarders used to twirl around here. But then in 1991, Mr. Forbridge bought this building and he converted it into artist studios. And how many are here right now?
Well, they changed, but right now we have around 40 artists.
Wow, so imagine that. Right here in this one location are about 40 artists working in their studios. I think we need to go for studio visits.
Yes!
You know, different media, different styles.
I know. Well, remember we talk about the art world? We never talk about this place or the places like this. That is what the artists work, and actually that's when everything starts. Because in the art world you need the art, okay? And it's like the beginning of it is the root. So here is where the magic happens. Is when the artists can start doing their work. What can I tell you guys? I'm excited, okay? Let's meet these different artists and what they work and what's the medium. All right? Aren't you excited? I am excited. This is good.
Okay, since she's excited, we better go. Come
Okay.
on down.
Hello, welcome to my studio. Come on in. Hi, fiber is the common theme in my work, and that could be cotton rag paper, silk, wool, fabric. I like to color my work with plant materials. These are eucalyptus, some of these up here. Embroidery is another favorite thing I like to do. Anything with my hands, I need to be constantly working. Lately I've been making books with the papers and fabrics. This one is with walnut ink and indigo. I also like calligraphy, and I've used some of my fabrics for the ties. Why I do what I do, I want people to notice simple things around you. This is a cereal box, and I used it as a book structure for the outside, and it's stitched, all the pages. I used old advertisements. And you can find me, if you're interested in my work, at Kim Meuli on Instagram, and that's spelled K-I-M-M-E-U-L-I.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Metz. Welcome to my studio. I'm a sculptor, but my main medium is wool, which I shape into felt, which is essentially a non-woven textile. So I take loose, fluffy wool and I shape it into three-dimensional sculptural forms. My main inspiration comes from the natural world. When you visit my studio, you'll see I have all sorts of different bits and pieces of nature, from natural specimens to just weird, interesting things that I find that kind of play into what I'm interested in. Primarily, my main endeavor has been to look at the way humans interact with the other creatures living and not quite so living around us, and kind of putting my own take on it. So kind of making fake science and playing with what is real and what is not. You can find me online at stephaniemetz.com, and I also have an Instagram presence at Stephanie_Metz_sculpture. Here at the Alameda Artworks, I'm in the Green Door Annex, so I'm in a separate building off the back parking lot through the green door.
Welcome to my studio. I'm Gloria Heut. Come on in. So you see a lot of oil paintings in my studio because this is where I paint. But I also do printmaking, a process called monotype. And it's called monotype because you get only one print after each try. It's a flexible and exciting process. My inspiration for my works come from everyday life happenings, whether society-wide or in my personal life, or memories from the past. And once I get started though, I talk with my art and things happen, they evolve, and I get new perspectives and new inspirations actually. So I really enjoy that surprise element and the process of change. And my works you can find at www.gloriaheut.com. That's my website. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dan. Welcome to my studio. I'm a sculptor and a photographer. I take my inspiration primarily from the textures, colors, patterns, and forms that nature imposes on the human-made world over time, what we commonly call decay. I'm fascinated by the partnership between nature, time, and human-made objects. To me, there's treasure everywhere. And in my art, I strive to show people the jewel-like qualities, the preciousness of everyday objects, things that ordinarily might get ignored or discarded. People ask me about the meaning in my work. What do the keys mean? What does the barbed wire mean? For me, the meaning is in the making. I love pushing the boundaries of materials, processes, the juxtaposition between old and new. I love making and I love sharing. The meaning, well, I'll leave that as an exercise to you. In the meantime, thanks very much for letting me share my work with you. If you're interested in seeing more, you can find me on Instagram at Dan Lythcott-Haims or at my website, lythcott-haims.photo. Thanks very much.
Welcome to my studio. I'm Donna Orme. I work in several media. I'm going to talk about the first one, printmaking. I work on etching plates. This is an aluminum etching plate with an image on it. I ink up the plate and run it on an Asian paper like this. The Asian paper can finish off like this. This has this image on it in multiple colors because I've used multiple plates and multiple colors. I also work in acrylic. Up on the wall here are acrylic pieces on canvas. I also pull acrylic skins off of a clear bag and put them together in a collage form. Third medium I work in is oil and cold wax. Right over here on panel boards. You can scrape through the oil and cold wax and find out what's underneath. Layering, that's my thing. You can find me at donnaorme.com. That's donnaorme.com.
Hello, I'm Lori. Welcome to my studio. Come on in. Hi, welcome to my studio again. I'm Lori. I wanted to show you a little quick review of the things that I'm working on these days. First thing is assemblage, which is found object art, and I'm making them into hearts. So I find all this stuff at yard sales, estate sales, thrift stores, and I put them all together and glue them down on the board. So I have 3 examples here of some of the work I've done recently. The second medium that I do is silk painting. So I do an outline on silk and then paint it in. That's a really fun medium to do. The third thing is I write children's books. So one of them is called Clean Bee, and this is about a bee who doesn't want to take a shower before he goes to bed. And what is the impact of that? Well, his friends don't want to play with him anymore because he stinks. It's a really fun little picture book for kids. The second one is called Learn Chess with Jason and Norai, and this is a picture book and a poetry book teaching kids about how to play chess. So it's a really fun way to get kids interested in playing chess, and then there's more strategy information in the back. And the third book is an adult book of poetry called Reason to Believe, and I call it Poetry for the Soul because it talks about some of the difficulties that we have in life and also some of the good things that come from that as well. So it's both sides of it. I call it Dr. Seuss meets Dr. Phil. And all three of these books can be found on Amazon on my author page, Lori Krein on Amazon. And if you want to find more information about my artwork and also the books, my website is lorikrein.com. My Instagram is Lori Krein Studios. So thank you very much.
Hello, come on in. I'm Belinda and this is my studio. Welcome. And this is my work. I'm a mixed media artist, so I use acrylic paints and collage, and I use a lot of different papers in my collages. Usually I do with ones with geometric patterns and text. They're my favorites. So, well, as you can see behind me, I love the city. So I love to paint the city, but simple abstracted cityscapes. And I also love the figure. They're my two favorite subjects. This is my latest, this one over here is my latest cityscape. It started as a demo in a workshop and I finished it later, and I'm really liking the whimsical. This turned out a little bit more whimsical than my usual pieces, and I'm really enjoying that. So, and then I've got a couple of, my cityscapes have become a bit more abstract as I've recently. So this is one of my recent cityscapes. It's called New Construction. And I'm liking how I can see that it's a city, but there's not too much information. So they can find me at www.belindalima.com.
Hi, my name is Sabrina. Welcome to my studio. Hi, my name is Sabrina and I'm an abstract fluid artist here at the Alameda Artworks. My medium here is acrylic paint. Part of my process is finding peace through, creative expression and allowing to let go and not, have control of the art and allow really the paint to create the work for me. My process usually for my fluid art is to create a solution of medium with acrylic paint and water, and then you pour the paint in succession of colors onto your canvas, where you then manipulate by using air to physically move the canvas, and even using a blowtorch to allow the different densities to really come and play against each other. This is my latest body of work right now, and I hope you enjoy. And you can find me on Instagram. That would be art by Sabrina Sanchez. And you can also send me an email, sabrina@prismaticdesigns.com.
Hi, I'm Patti Linder-Dodd, and I am an artist at the Alameda Artworks. Welcome. I've been at the Alameda Artworks for about 28 years, starting out as a muralist because I needed the large wall space. And eventually I went into my own personal work now, including jewelry. I'm also working on various medium. As you can tell, I'm pretty eclectic in my artwork. Presently, I'm actually working on some figurative landscapes that I had in college, and I'm converting them into kind of combining landscapes with the human figure. And you can find me at the Alameda Artworks Studio 8 during open studios.
Hello, my name is Ayelet. Welcome to my studio. Please come in. I use both acrylic and oil. For a while I stopped using oil, while after surgery I took a different route, starting to work with acrylic, mixed media. I mixed fabric, I mixed papers of Sudoku inside. You can see it in different, you can see it on my outfit. These days I'm also trying to go back a bit to oil. I'm very much interested in figures. I also like landscape, but figures is interest for me from looking at the figures and also using it as more symbolic way to express more philosophical ideas. So I like the different kind of levels that figures bring with them. Actually, my latest work is at home. It's not here. It's dancers, but it's kind of continue the same subject matter that I did here, which are the dancers, the Latin dancers. So again, it's kind of interest. Figures, interactions between the figures, the movements, the joy that they bring, and the symbolic of the figures and the fabric. You can find me at my website. I also have Instagram. We can also write all of them, I guess, in the there. Also, I'm a member in Gallery 9 in downtown Los Altos. And you can find me here in the Alameda Artworks in San Jose.
Well, Taryn, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it too.
That was fabulous, meeting all these artists, looking at what the medium they use, how they use it, different styles. It's fabulous. Now, we live in the Bay Area, okay? And if you are not around this area, I bet that where you are, there must be artists. And where the artists are, they usually get together and paint. So you bet you can find one place just like this, close to you.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. Places like this, they, on occasion, like once or twice a year, they will open their doors to the public, meaning that you could come down for one weekend and you can see all the artists and all their work all at the same time. And it's usually very well organized, family friendly. I mean, it's like, what is not to like? It's like the perfect exploration for your new art treasure for your home.
It's a great opportunity to find what you want, because you're gonna find different type of mediums like you've seen me like today. All right, but in person. So, not an excuse not to find the art that will speak to you or that you love, okay? So, I hope you enjoy it. This little peek at our own studios, huh?
Yes. Well, see you next time. Thank you. Bye.